Line, play. I'm gonna have to put a little place right here.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah. And all of us have to become cognizant of what they're asking. This is a student. Yeah. All of us have to become cognizant of what they're asking. How we got so many educated people and still don't have a plan. How we got so many leaders and still don't have a plan. And how we got so many so-called educated people and still we don't understand. And that's what I'm talking about today. That's what I'm talking about today. And that's all of us to think about because we're all on this great road. What the great road we're talking about. According to the prophecy, he was only supposed to stay in servitude for 400 years. However, that 400 years went to us up. We are now, according to prophecy, be on that mighty road of walking out of slavery. But then you turn around and hear songs like this. Now we got so many politicians and still don't know what we're doing. How we got so many preachers and still don't know what constitutes salvation. How we got so many teachers and our kids still can't read. Still can't read. How we got so many lawyers and still crime is rampant. So it's obvious that we're still in the wilderness somewhere. And so today I'm going to take you through the psychology of all of that. When God created man, when God created man,
Still alive.
God created every man with the same thing, Ted. He didn't. Wasn't no white boy born with a bank book and a black boy born with a pair of spikes. He didn't do that. See? Black boy wasn't born with no basketball and a white boy was born with as an executive. He didn't do that. He gave all of us the same thing. Now let's take a look at what God gave. God gave us all men on the face of the earth. He did the same thing. He gave them 7 senses. 7 senses.
7 senses.
1, he gave us sight.
Sight.
And he told you with your sight, whatever you see with your sight, he told you, tell the truth about it. He didn't tell you to be like no Republican. You know you see it, but you act like you don't see it. Or like an ostrich, you see it, but you put your head in the dirt, act like you don't see it. He gave you sight. Next thing he gave you hearing.
Hear.
Everything you heard, Ted, tell the truth about it, Jack. If it wasn't said that way, don't say it was said that way. Say it like you heard it. See, that's a sense. Say it like you heard it. Don't act, you see what I'm saying, don't tell it. If you heard it like that, tell it like that.
Tell like it is.
Tell it like it is. Then he gave us what? He gave us speech.
Speech.
And what did he say? Tell it. Tell it like you heard it. Senses. Tell it like you heard it. See? Tell it like you saw it. The truth. And he didn't ask you to tell a whole lot of stuff. He said, just tell the truth. Amen. As simple as that. Just tell the truth. And then he said, speech, hearing, taste. He gave us taste.
Okay, taste.
You know, you go to people's house and they cook, and you know they cook ain't good. But you tell the lie in it. Oh, girl, that was the best cooking you know. And you get out the house and you said, I didn't eat it. I took it off and gave it to my dog. You know, we lie about taste. And then,
I'm gonna tell you the truth about your food.
give another sense.
Yes, that's basically.
Hearing, sight, taste, touch.
Touch.
Can you make sure it's on?
Touch. How did it feel?
Text.
It's saying live. Yeah.
Smooth. How did it feel? Smooth.
It's saying live, so it's on, right? So I'm trying to find it on Facebook. It looks like it's not showing up.
Did it smell right?
Oh,
It
yes,
smells
smell
smooth,
is nice.
How did it taste?
right.
Touch.
Smell right.
Sense. How did it smell?
Smell right.
Senses, that's part of the
How did it smell?
Smell so right that I need to throw it away.
And then don't let nobody tell you, no, that smells good, and you know it don't smell good, and you tell, yeah, it sure good, because you might have to live with what you attest to. And the last sense is what?
Right.
Thought.
Thought process.
What did you think? And that's what most people lie.
Believe.
What you think? Huh? You know, I go along with it. No, they
I
lying.
thought a very
No, they lying. But they lying about the things God gave them to do what? These senses was for you to assess the world. And you know the world, space, element, energy, and motion. God give you these things to assess the world. Why do you have to assess the world? Because you just like every other man. You got to hew out a living out of the earth. You got to hew out a living out of the earth. And so you need these senses to do that. So you can provide for shelter, food, and clothes.
Sure.
See? And that's why he gave you those senses. Otherwise, why would he give you all these senses if it wasn't for you to take care of yourself in space, element, energy, and motion, so you can heal out a life for yourself without begging other men?
Independent.
Without, y'all don't get me.
Yeah.
You got those senses so that you can heal out a life for yourself without begging other men. God is not a God to have you begging other men. In fact, the Bible said, what did it say there? When have you heard my people begging bread of anybody? It says it in the Bible, it's right there. Y'all think I'm not go look it up and you find it. When have you heard my people, whom I gave 7 senses to do what? To access the world, because everything that's outside the world come out of the world. Do you know the car you drive in there come out of the earth? Do you know that? The same earth that give you apples and oranges also give you steel and rubber. It's all out there. And now God is telling you, have sense like now. So I got a question for all of you out there and everybody here. Who come between you and your God to stop y'all from doing that for yourself? No, he's saying now, backing up from the camera. He'll come to the camera. Who taught you not to do this for yourself? Because you don't do it, so you can't lie about you doing it. I know, God knows you don't do it. So who told you that? And like the devil, like when God walked up on Adam, and Adam said, well, we're naked. And God said, who told you you was naked? Well, I ask you the same question. Who told you you was butt naked when it comes to the skills and the science about what's going to the earth to take care of your space, shelter, food, and clothing? Who told you that? How did that even get in your mind that you was less than the process that could give you this stuff? Who come between you and your God? And that's the question everybody got to answer. Why? Because we are on the mighty road, the mighty walk out of slavery. And if you don't know how to do something for yourself, you're going to be lost. First of all, you got to learn how to answer a question. And if you found out your lie, you got to learn how to go back and confess that lie. That's the first thing that you put out the mud. You know, that gets you out the mud.
Yes, sir.
When you go back and confess, Lord, I have not done what you told me to. Please forgive me and show me the right way, because my intention is to be right as a man on this road of life. I don't have too many more years, but the years I do have, I want to be correct on the road of life. So I asked again, who told you you were naked? Who told you you was naked? See? And who did you let come between you and your God?
See.
And we have to answer that. Because, like I said before, that period of our being in slavery and somebody taking care of us is over. We're marching on the mighty road out of slavery now. And everybody that's among us got to know how to do something. The babies got to know how to do something. The old men got to know how to do something. They have to shoot wisdom back into the people who normally blame. See? They got to know how to do something. The children got to know how to stop killing each other and go help grandma and grandpa get their stuff together. It's time now for us to call an end to the ignorance. and the killing. And if you don't call an end to the ignorance and the killing, God will put an end to it. And you don't want to see that happen. Because when he comes up above it, and he surely will, he'll come for you too. Because you're doing the same thing up above it, doing, killing these people. And he made you so you can know this. So that you can know this. Now, the question on how you get to know this, if you think you're going in the right way, wrong way, stop what you're doing. Just say, I ain't doing none of that. If you got a woman in your life and she telling you to do wrong with her, if you got a husband and he leads you the right way, break it up with him. And just stop and go on your knees and ask God, which way out of it? Which way out of it?
Wait,
See? But that's which way to Canaan? How do I get to Canaan? You got to stop going toward Nineveh and turn back toward Canaan. You got to stop doing wrong and start doing right. And let me tell you something. Your only question in this life when it comes to your neighbors and your people, and you see people with problems, what can I do to help? That's the question. That's the godly question for all of us. What can I do with this little tender, fragile life I got left? What can I do to help? What can I do to get my people out of slavery? And Lord, if you want me to teach them something, I'll teach them. I'm old and up in age now. I can't do too much work, but I sure can teach and educate. If you want me to do that, I'll do that. If you want me to teach the young ones, I'll do that. If you want me to teach the old ones, I'll do that. But everybody got a job. Even the sighted and the unsighted people got a job. What the man said, Dantes, I doubt not whether God was well-meaning for and kind, but did he not stoop to quiver to tell the very mold to continue to know your mind? Everybody got a way out of here, a job to get out of here. And God doesn't give it to you. But if you don't stay in prayer long enough to find out what your job is, then you miss your goal. Go ahead, Dantes. You was going to say something?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Your 7 senses. But let me show you where we went wrong. How many senses he told you you had?
Any
So
sense?
he told you had 5 senses. He lied to you on that. See, that's the lie. That's when the first lie tripped in. Speech and thought, he didn't tell you about those, but those were senses. Because you use them every day.
Yeah. The
So-
numbers is important.
Yeah. So he been lying to you all along. Do you know he was start teaching kids in elementary school that Belgium was bigger than Africa? I'm just saying, he just been lying to you ever since you met him. When you met Uncle Bubba, that's when your life got in trouble. When you met him, and everybody who want to take up for him, come see me. I take you through the history and show you where he messed you up. Then he told you you had 5 senses. And then he did not teach you that those 5 senses were supposed to be put on to the earth to get raw material to make the product so that you could make your food, shelter, and clothing. But what did he didn't teach us that. But what did he do? He taught his boy that. He taught his boy the science of how to go into the earth and get the raw material and make products. And he taught our boys how to do what? Work for his boy. Work for his son. That's what he taught. And then he tried to tell us that we responsible for not knowing. Well, hell, you done had us in captivity for 260 years, and you ain't taught us nothing. And these black school leaders you gave us, they didn't teach us nothing. Hell, they didn't know nothing themselves but how to say yes to you. Our black politicians, look at them, I don't care what you care. Our black politicians know nothing but how to say yes to white people. And after you get past that, you get to rationalize and scratch it and like it itching and my time marching like you're going somewhere. But all they know is how to say yes to white people. If you want to call me on that, we can talk. Because I look at my neighborhood, and what you do in my neighborhood, boys in my neighborhood, let me tell you what they do. I can cook nights. When it comes to the black boys playing out there, they gave all the white kids, tennis courts got lights. Soccer field got lights. See, and all them got lights. When it comes to basketball court, no lights. No lights. When they get down, they have to leave. And they made it. God, we go through this. Out of our neighborhood. I'm telling you. And the black politicians know it, but they keep their black mouth shut. Don't like it, call me. There comes a point that you get tired of being tired of the BS that Uncle Buck doing. And you get tired of the lies that he doing. There comes a time when you get tired of it and you just want the truth to come out on everything. Anybody got any questions about this? About your senses being applied to the earth to get what you need from the earth? Anybody got any questions? And then I go play the song. People play the song one more time for my friend. Play the song. Why we got so many teachers and our boys still can't read, still can't do math? Still don't know how to count money or sign a check. Why we got so many schools and our kids can't count money? I tell you, there's a, and I want y'all to go on. There's a thing on YouTube, and where there is people read this. Grown people can't even read it. You seen that thing, and then they ask them, count money. And grown folks, well, that's a nickel. No, that's a quarter. They don't even know. And then they turn around and ask them, what time do the clock say? Ain't that 4:30? It could be 6:05. Ain't that 4:30? They don't know, man. They don't. They didn't teach them. Please go on that icon. I forget the name. My wife was on it the other night. White people too. Not only blacks, white people too. They asked them to read sentences with big words, and they couldn't do it. They asked them to count quarters and nickels and dimes, and they couldn't count them. White and black. This country is headed toward destruction. When your populace can't read or count, that means the basic of your people are not intelligent. That's why China, man, can build bridges to touch the sky. And we still fighting whether or not we want a train, super train that will go across the country. When Barack Obama was in office, he offered to send Ohio $400 million to help out to build that train, that super train. And do you know, because what's his name? Casey. Now we want the wrong Democratic money. With his racist white butt, he said he didn't want Democratic money to keep a super train in the country. You see how racism kills progression? It kills progression. It kills progression. And they think their racism don't, I'm telling you, their racism don't kill them. They don't even know. They're suffering. They're drowning in their own disease. And I'm going to tell you something. Ted, I used to say, man, you won't see it. You don't see it. And you won't be wrong. You got that song ready? Okay. Let's hear the song again, and then I'm going to sit down. I want y'all to listen to the song. This is a real song.
How we got so much to learn and still don't understand. How we got so many leaders and still ain't got a plan. How we got all these degrees, still debating about what we need. Something still ain't right for people. took her years and years, working late, studying hard, wouldn't let the pressure win. Now she walking across that stage with a smile and a grin. Everybody on their feet, clapping loud with pride, cause they witnessed every mountain that she had to climb. That cap and gown represent more than one person's dream. It's for everybody who helped her believe in what could be. Now she holding that degree, and the future looking bright, like a living testimony of determination and fight. Young queen, congratulations, you earned every bit of that. The long nights and sacrifices finally paying back. Don't just wear the title, don't just bring the degree. Understand the road was paved long before you and me. Now it's your turn to carry, now it's your turn to lead. Turn that education into something your community can see. How we got so much knowledge, but still can't see our way. How we got so many answers, still asking every day. We got all of these titles and we got all these degrees. Something still ain't right for people who look like me. So a young man graduate, sharp as he could be. Whole family standing proud, smiling from ear to see. Every late night, every struggle, every sacrifice paid off. Now he walking across the stage and finally getting his applause. Young king, congratulations, you earned every bit of that.
Thank you. Thank you. Last word. No matter who you are, if you're black, no matter how old you are, no matter what you're into, go and join some organization that's working on our struggle. The way your name get written in the book is because you did work. And I would hope that all of you want to do the work to bring us out of this post-slavery. So until next week, if anything I can do for you, text me on the website, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, that's it, y'all. Y'all got any questions?
You did that. You did that.
Yeah, that
You know what? I went through my phone. I'm gonna say it like this. You know, sometimes you can look in the sky. You can look at the sky and something looks is a form. And then when you get a telescope or maybe take a picture and zoom it in, it's different. So I feel it like that. But I was looking at your God gave us, and it looked at like when I looked directly at your picture, your poster, it looked normal, just like you did it. But then when I look in the camera, it looked like an upside down heart.
Oh.
I call it a teardrop.
Oh, you got that. Telling everything God does, that's more than one meaning.
And then it looked like
What?
yeah, that's
Okay.
it looked like that right here, her right here, upside down. The world is upside down, and upside down, everything is backwards. Now they turn it scattered. Scattered
Yeah. I decided to be I decided to be a little shorter today because sometimes black people don't want to listen to no long diatribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like it because it's interesting and it's educating and learning and it's real. But you can't help but to be wrong and
why Jesus always said, you know what he always said? Verily, verily, I say unto you, he who has ears, let him listen. Because you know he's talking about it. You know he's talking about it. He's not yet.
That's why you can't go to the street and whatever. I call it the remedy.
Oh, let me tell y'all this. Have y'all been watching God's Half America? He got storms that's tearing up. He got hurricanes tearing up. And then he got fire burning up. And then he got airplanes falling out the sky. Y'all been seeing that?
Oh yeah, I've been listening to that.
Y'all don't know what that is? People don't understand. When God whoop you, boy, ain't none of your stuff gonna work.
Ego.
I mean, cities ain't never had floods, having floods. City ain't never, had fires, are now having fires. But see, white folks don't see that as a sign of God, because they believe that the world belongs to working of their hands. So you're going to be off Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. All the work.
I said, you could have been earlier, but and we got in the break for that.
We all y'all meeting
Yeah,
that Saturday.
we're meeting at the Lexington Library.
The one.
Well, when that might. But when the regular is out, it will be like 6:30 in the midnight.
You know, Mike Fields, you get the class, Mike Fields. Mike Fields, you get the class.
I did.
Was you catching on the wheel? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
We got a meeting on Saturday.
What's going on?
Yeah,
What time?
I caught it.
What time you
But
meet?
it was stopping and kept going. I don't know if it was on my end.
Probably.
He kept hesitating, but it was kicked back in. And I don't know if it started.
That must be what you. Did you catch the song? Initial catch the song?
I caught the end you playing the song, not the first. You played one in the beginning. I didn't catch the very beginning.
Oh.
But those who are in leadership are facilitating somebody else's plan. You understand?
Yeah.
It don't really improve us, and that's the way it's always been. They always take the brightest from amongst us and use them as a tool of service for their purpose.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
What did the name came from?
She was watching. Yeah. But you